Sorry about the noise. Sorry about the noise. Here we are. Here we are again. I know that noise is terrible. I'm kind of out here getting my truck cleaned up. But here we are again, man. Another episode. Another episode of From Crackhead to Financial Freedom. Man, you know me. A lot of stuff is, when something is on my heart and on my chest, what better way to get it off and have a conversation about it, right? You know what's really irking me right now? And something that I don't understand. Maybe somebody else enjoying the conversation. I wonder why it's so hard. I wonder why is it so hard for us as men to be able to please a woman in the deepest part of their needs, emotionally, spiritually. It's very hard. It's very hard. And you know what I've figured out? It's something that I've just kind of learned, and it's just kind of hit me over the weekend. You know, it's very hard for us as men to show a vulnerable side of us. You know, because I think, in my opinion, that is the biggest misconception known to man. That, oh man, hey, y'all are men, man. Y'all are supposed to be tough, right? Don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, we're supposed to be providers, protectors, yada, 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 yada. I get it. But I wonder, why is it so hard for us to show a side to us that we do not want to let a lot of people see? And that's a very, very vulnerable side. And that's a side that you kind of have to be in tune with, man. If you want to connect with a woman on that level. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. Yes, we know it takes the basic compromise, communication. We got that, right? But I'm talking about being in a relationship where it goes to the next level. A level that's beyond physical, that's beyond physicality. There's very, very few men that's walking the face of this earth that can make that sacrifice. And I want to know why it's so hard. I want to know why it's difficult, and why is it kind of frowned upon, right? I mean, a lot of relationships and a lot of marriages, you know what? I take that back. Most marriages nowadays and most relationships don't make it. They do not make it. And, you know, and I think it's because, well, you know, it's because of a lot of stuff. You don't get me wrong. You know, past trauma. You know, a lot of us, man, a lot of us, little do we know it or not, a lot of us are walking around here and we have trauma, bro. We have trauma, and it ventures from wherever, you know, from childhood to, you know, being molested to, I mean, the rabbit hole goes deep, right? But it's just a conversation. I was just sitting and thinking, and I'm like, bro, why is that? Why is that? You know, why is it hard for us? It was hard for me. It is a fight, and it is a struggle for us as men, right? To let go of some of the power that we think we ought to have and should have. Don't get me wrong, man. We are nothing but kings walking around here, right? But I'm talking about something else. I'm not talking about being soft. I'm not talking about being this. I'm not. If you know, you know. The real ones know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being in tune with a woman in a relationship or marriage or whatever, and going, not just, oh yeah, man, we done been together for a couple years and we love each other and, you know, yada, yada, yada. No. I'm talking about being in tune with another person on a very, very high level. A very high level. Like, y'all are, I know it's kind of corny, but y'all are one person. that's a quest for me, man. That's something that I'm trying to accomplish. And it is a absolute fight. It's an absolute fight. You know who, and you know what the fight, and you know who the fight is against? You guessed it. You're looking at it. But you know, I just sat and I just thought, man, I'm like, wow, you know, why is it so hard? This is difficult. Why is it so hard for us, you know, for us being men to say, okay, you know what? Let's pass on this today. I want to know who you are. I want to know what, you know, how was your day? How was, you know, I'm just trying to give examples, you know what I'm saying? But bro, it's just really, really hard, man. It's just really, really hard to be in tune with a woman on that level that goes way beyond sex. That goes way beyond sex. Don't get me wrong. We are men, and that's what we are. We can't fight what we are. You know, there's an old saying that goes. My man Nicolas Cage said it in Lord of War. You know, you can fight a lot of enemies and win, but if you try to fight your biology, you'll always lose. You know, I want to know if you agree or disagree with that statement, man. You know, relationships end just how they begin. But, you know, once you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it's all about being able to connect with a woman. And I'm talking to my fellas. Ladies, no disrespect. To my fellas. Why? It's all about being able to connect with a woman on a very, very deep level. My cup is full. Her cup is full. Very few people. That's my question. You know what I'm saying? If anybody, if my people out there, my family, my friends, whoever's watching the video, throw me a comment. I want to know. I want to see different perspectives. I want to see different, you know, ways of how people feel about this situation. That's the question. Why? Why is it very difficult? I mean, obviously it's going to be for my fellas. You know, women, I don't think that you are qualified to kind of answer that question. But, I mean, hell, you can. You know, what do you think? Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for us as men to kind of, I'm not going to even go so far as to say give up our power, because I don't think that's what it is. I think we have to kind of let go of some of the power, not give up, just kind of not hold on as tight, however you want to call it, and show a side to you, man, that's very vulnerable, that, you know, that a lot of us were taught from kids that if you show a vulnerable side to you, that's a sign of weakness. Man, I disagree. That's me. But, you know, the video ain't gonna be long today, man. That was just on my mind today. That was just on my chest. And I just wanted to know from the fellas, how do they feel about that? I wanna know, how do they feel about that? Why is it so very difficult? It's very difficult, man. It's very difficult for us. I mean, most of us have, I'm not gonna say we're gigolos or nothing like that, but most of us have had multiple women. I'm talking about relationships. You know, you've had many, many relationships in your life. And I'm telling you, a lot of us are like, bro, I don't understand her. I don't understand her. And let's not get this twisted, fellas. I'm not talking about not walking in your I am and serving your purpose and not knowing who you are. And like my man, shout out to Soul, man. Can't wait to get the book, man. Singular Truth. Shout out to my man. But Like my man Soul says, man, who are you and where you going? I'm not even talking about that. We're not even talking about your purpose and why you're here. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the ability that, or inability that we have to connect with a woman. That's hard. That's very, very difficult for us. Hell, most of us, if not all of us. That is very, very difficult. There's a lot of things that we have to overcome. There's a lot of things that we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, all right, okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's try it again. I mean, bro, it is a straight fight. It's a straight fight. Real talk. So, like I said, man, I'm gonna keep it short today, man. We're gonna keep it short, man. That's my fellas. I'm curious. I'm curious to know what my fellas think about that, man. I hope y'all can throw your boy a like. Subscribe to the channel from Crack Hand to Financial Freedom. The last couple of episodes hasn't been about financial, but you know what? We talk about everything. We talk about everything. How to become financially independent. That's the quest. That's my road to that's my journey. That's how life is meant to be lived, in my opinion. Being able to get up whenever you want, do whatever you want, go wherever you want, spend time with people for however long you want. And you don't have to worry about money because you are financially free. Yeah, I know y'all kind of see like, wow, he's kind of sweating out there. But it's all good though, man. It's all good. Man, it's a great conversation, man. It's a dope conversation in my opinion. Yeah, man, fellas, chime in, man. Chime in and throw your boy a comment. Kind of subscribe to the channel, man, for some of these conversations that we're going to be having. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for us? I'm not going to use the word submit because that's not the way it goes. I'm talking about connect on a very, very deep, a level that you rarely see. I'm talking about you. I mean, the couples that's been together for 50 years and 60 years. That's got to be another level to be with another human being that long. That's got to be on another level. So anyway, man, I'm out, man. Everybody stay prayed up. We all we got. This is Low Trade, man. From Crack Hand to Financial Freedom. I'm out.